la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is order, la 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 loca, la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is order, la 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 loca. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, people try to pull you in this crazy game. Now look, I'm bringing out all the facts and the flame, supporting coming out from each and way. The lead is in the bidding, I play no games. Now look, I got your back, so watch out for the flames. It's hammer times on this crazy brain. Now look, I give him order even on a sunny day. The lead is in the house, there's no reason why we stay. We support and rock with no crazy lazy way. There's nothing you can do, so blame it on the game. And if it's hard for you, just please step away. There's nothing you can do, we are Loca all the way. The unreal on YouTube kids crazy every day. Loca is the God is putting order in this flame. And all the leaders say la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is order, la 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 loca, la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is order, la 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 loca. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is an order, la 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 loca.
Already, and we in here. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Listen, what's today, y'all? Wednesday. I should have named it Wake It Up Wednesday. Is it Wednesday, y'all? I thought today was Thursday. Somebody help me understand what the hell today is around here. So Wednesday, January the 19th. Shout out to all the ladies in the room for the one time. Much love to all y'all. Listen, I got a couple shout outs I need to do for the one time. I need to shout out Della, right? Much love to, I don't know you, but much love to Della. Much love to Rosie. Much love to Letitia. I need to shout out Kay for the one time, right? These are people that I think that I missed. And I just want to show my gratitude. I always showing love to Kimmy Cakes, a ride or die. Much love to Lee for the one time, girl. You always come through with the come through. I need to shout out Queenin, Zena, Jill. Yes. Me, Jackie, SG, Miss Mary. If you don't know, now you don't. Now you know. I appreciate you. Y'all thumbs up this live for the one time if you don't mind, so we can get into it. I want to get into some midday Mayday, right? I missed y'all. Okay. Yep. But we in here. Now it's raining cats and dogs around here to the Louisville. Okay. It's raining up a storm. Go ahead and use the emoji that would describe what the weather is like where you are. I hope you came to get into it because I know I did, right? Midday Mayday. Wake It Up Wednesday. That's what we're going to call it. Wake It Up Wednesday. Okay. And so Wednesday, let's see, it's the 19th. So we are still in cap season. You know, all of the energies that we described in the last midday show would definitely still be in full effect. There's still a bit of chaos in the air. Don't you ever think that it's over with, because it's not. Okay, I'm seeing snow. I'm seeing fire, bitch. I'm seeing sun. I'm seeing snow. I'm seeing rain. Okay, so it's the weather is varied according to the people that we have in the chat. It's snowing where y'all at? Ooh, you better get them snow boots out. Well, it's raining here, and it's not cold, but it is chilly. Yep, and we just got over some snow. And I don't know about y'all, but if you notice, this snow is different from the snow that you know, bitch. I bet you can put a lighter to this snow, and I bet it won't melt. And don't forget, we talked about a tsunami that was put into place, a warning for a tsunami effect on the West Coast. Prayers going out to any and everybody on the West Coast. But no matter where you are in any regional atmosphere, any hemisphere, You need to protect yourself. You know, don't be scared. Be prepared. Yep. Shout out to Rock. Hey, Lisa, baby. Shout out to Kim, Mama Debbie. Shout out to my Renee. Listen, shout out to Lizzie Pooh. I seen her up in here earlier. I'm trying to stall and wait for me some mods. Maybe I'll just mod me somebody up for the one time real quick. Can we do that? Y'all go ahead and type in the chat. Let me see who I want to make a mod real quick. We need a mod anyway. Hammer time. Y'all flame it up. Let me see who I want to make a mod. Now, this mod, right? Because one thing about it, still giving prayers out to Lieutenant Kermit, okay? Lieutenant Unreal. You might know her as Unreal. You might know her as a lot of names. She changes her names. Prayers still going out to her. I'm wishing her peace and prosperity. I understand that it's still a very hard and triumphant time, according to the loss of our late great Lieutenant Lady Wisdom. Prayers going out to her. Much love, right? I always want to give honor to her, and she will never be unmodded. Never. She will be a mod for me until unless something happens to this channel, okay? There won't be any unmodding over here, okay? And so what we need to do is get a couple of more mods, right? Now, I noticed that when other people are creating channels, they make sure that they look over here and see who's all in this chat, and they want to hurry up and make them a mod. Y'all notice that? Unreal. Feels good to be a trendsetter. Let's get into it. For the one time, if you don't mind, thumbs me up. I'm going to find me a mod, and it might take me a minute. Get into it. Midday Mayday. And you know they don't like that. This is hard. This is hard, bitch. Y'all know I'm a Libra and I'm indecisive, and also I can't do it from the device that I'm working on. But y'all know how it goes over here. Sometimes we have to make emergency mods, being that we are consistently being watched, always being trolled. I don't see any mods in the chat. And so before we get started on this midday show, I'm going to go ahead and make me some temporary mods real quick for the one time. Right. And so those that I mod up, okay, this is just temporary. You don't have to be a mod for the duration. If you could just help me out for the one time right now, okay, I'll be sure to remove that mod stick after it's all said and done. Now, for you new mods, follow the mods that already know what they're doing. Mistakes do happen. If you happen to hide somebody or block somebody by mistake, make sure that you let me know on the back end, because y'all know I don't play about my ladies. Okay? Hammer time. Now, we got some emergency mods. That is a temporary basis, y'all, okay? Because I got to do some thorough searching. I know that some people that I have modded are modding on other channels, and that don't go down over here. So thank you to the ones that are willing to help me out for this particular show right now, okay? And I will remove that once this show is over with, right? So it is Wednesday, okay? Wednesday. We're gonna call it Wake It Up Wednesday. As I said, we're still in Capricorn season. Some very potent and chaotic things have been happening here lately, and undeniably, it's been going on right in front of your face. Now, I think that instead of us giving a description of what the energy is giving right now, because it's the same from what it was a couple of days ago, you're still getting that same energy. And you're going to see more truths being revealed, more exposure happening, and more people cutting food. Okay. Now, what really amazes me is how people will deflect, right? I know that according to how your DNA is set up, right, how you are wired from the inside out, I know some people have a problem with being confronted, right? Now, back in the day when I was in school, that word confronted was fighting words. Like back in the day, and I know if I got a witness, y'all let me know in the chat. Like back in the day, like in middle school and stuff, because I've always been kind of a mean girl in school. I ain't gonna lie, right? But if somebody said, I'm gonna confront her. Back in the day, if somebody was about to confront you, bitch, you might have to take your earrings off, put that Vaseline on your face, and get your fight on if you was gonna get confronted back in the day, right? I'm my Liddyville. What up, baby? So Liddyville, we got some temporary mods up in the building. Okay. I don't know if they want to stay a mod or not, but right now, I had to get them in for the one time. So first of all, thank you to the ones that are temporarily helping me, and shout out to my mods, my official mods for the one time. It is what it is. Okay. So just letting you know what's going on, Liddyville. If you could pass the message on to the other mods as they enter the live, I'd appreciate it, baby. Yep. Happy Wednesday. Wake It Up Wednesday, what we gonna call it, okay? But back in the day, if somebody used the word confront, I'm gonna confront her or I'm gonna confront them, then it might just be considered fighting words back in the day. Okay. And I know why, as I've gotten older and things have happened and the game has changed. I know why people will reference that confrontation or that confront word as fighting words. I've learned in my adult years that a lot of people don't like to be confronted. What? So in other words, if I say I'm gonna confront Renee today, does that necessarily mean that it has to be bad? If I say, I'm gonna have to confront Cynthia about that, is that in a negative light? Confront, right? So what we need to do is go on over to a Negro's favorite library, right? Which is Google. And we're going to look up what that word confront means according to the Webster Dictionary, okay? According to Wikipedia, okay? And so let me just share my screen with you all because we're about to see why some people, hey, Sugar Cube, we're going to see why some people have a problem with being confronted. I'm telling you, it's almost like fighting words, right? And don't forget that whatever we talk about on this midday show is absolutely going to lead on up to Wake It Up Wednesday, which will be the next live after the midday show. I hope y'all ready. Support the motherfucking channel. We in here. Now, confront, okay? Meet someone face to face with hostile or argumentative intent. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Is that what it is? So if you get confronted, you are intending to meet someone face to face with hostile or argumentative intent, right? Of a problem, difficulty to present itself to someone so that dealing with it can be avoided. Face up to and deal with a problem or difficult situation. Okay, so right there, we know that to confront would be to ask someone to deal with a problem or issue at hand, or to ask them about something that they have done in the past. And you can look around these YouTube streets and absolutely be a witness that a lot of people do not like to be confronted. It's almost like fighting words. Like you can say whatever you want to say, but they don't want you confronting them about their now actions or their past actions, right? So I guess confronting in person is no different than confronting on the internet. People don't want to be confronted in real life, and they don't want to be confronted on the internet, right? And so it looks like the aftermath of what we witnessed all throughout the weekend has taken a personal effect on some of the people involved. And I think we're going to wake this bitch up and point some of that shit out, okay? Not on this midday show, though, right? Just preparing you for what's to come. We're going to point out some confronting and the people that don't like that, right? I also noticed a lot of subliminals into play. Now, we've already discovered and exposed that some of our biggest haters watch us on a daily basis. It's like they can't help it. Now, that doesn't matter if you're old, if you're middle-aged, if you're young, if you're sober, if you're a drug addict, if you're drunk, if you're a prostitute, if you've been abandoned, if you're married, if you're single, if you got a job, if you want unemployment, if it's your birthday, if it's a vacation, if it's a holiday, bitch, they always watch. And it ain't no discrimination to who the audience is. But we've learned that there's a lot of channel holders, right? They seem like they got a little something they want to get off their chest. Especially when you look at recent conducting interviews and or collabs that seem like there's some subliminal insinuations being thrown around there to the interview. And it seemed like some people got some things they might want to get off their chest. Because y'all know one thing about old Loca, she don't miss nothing. And so I find it strange and suspicious that, you know, old ones, young ones, fat ones, skinny ones, light ones, dark ones, we don't talk about you, right? You don't matter over here, right? We don't bother you, right? No matter whether we do positive commentary or negative commentary, you ain't in none of it. But it seems like there's some insinuating going on that people want to get a little something off their chest. You know how you can do some shot in a slick way? You know, like throw some slick shade or a slick subliminal, or try to introduce something to somebody that you know has a problem with another person. So you try to slick like throw some side little subliminal shade out to see if they gonna bite or not. Good thing they didn't bite. Or it would have been a ring around the rosy around them motherfucker. It would have been the same shit that it always is. We would have had to open up the gates to the burial ground, bitch. And we got room for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Oh, they ain't know? Yeah, we even making big body caskets up in there, bitch. It don't matter however they want. But I'm noticing that it's some folk that got some things that they wants to say. And so we're going to invite them to get it on off their chest. It's always a shame and a scandal when you can't even stick to the plan at hand. These suckers always get sidetracked to want to subliminally shade Loca or just outrightly shade Loca, and they never think about the consequences in the play. How many times? How many times? And so I titled this video, Blame It on the Alcohol, bitch. Yep, but we're gonna call it Wake It Up Wednesday on the next motherfucking video. We ain't letting nothing slide in the year of 2022. We already exposed that and explained that. One thing about me, I don't go back on my word. I'm never sorry for a fucking thing that I say. And what I say once, I could say twice. I find it strange and suspicious that the very same people that we ignore, that we pay dust, that we don't give a lick of light over here, always have the problem. They seem to have the most problems. And it's always the ones that want to call out another channel for some shit that they do. But you can find them doing the very same stuff on their channel. The only difference is they ain't successful. Ain't that a bitch? And so you mad because you can't do what you see another channel doing. You doing it, but you ain't good at it. So you want to call out the other channel for some shit that you doing, but you ain't good at. So now you mad. Okay. Well, we're going to get into it, right? I want you to set your calendar. We're going to do a couple of reviews. And you know me, we're going to nip this shit in the bud. If a nigga got something they want to bring out, we're going to make sure they bring it out. It's almost like when a person wants to fight you and y'all standing there, you hit me first. No, you hit me first. Well, there's that one person like me that might just spit on you, bitch. I might just knock you upside your head and make you hit me, right? So I'm gonna make you get out what you want to get out, because this is not the first time, and I have ignored some shit, right? But I ain't ignoring shit in the year of 2022. If you want some, you can come on over and get you some. I don't give a fuck how old you are, how much people are scared of you every place else. You seem to be meddling, and you seem like you got some shit you want to get off your chest, and I'm going to make sure that you do just that. Get into it. Midday, Mayday. Let's get into this celebrity news for the one time, right? My question is, what be wrong with these folks? What be wrong with these folks? What's the matter? What's the matter with these folks? Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thumbs me up for the one time, if you don't mind. We got a little bit of celebrity update that we need to touch on really quick. Shout out to I'm gonna call you Nicole, girl. Shout out to you, girl. Much love. I see you. We're gonna get into a little bit of this celebrity update for the one time, if you don't mind. We got a little catching up that we need to do. So we're gonna head on over to the neighborhood talk, and I want to deal with first things first. Now, y'all know it's getting close to the weekend, and y'all know how I do. I'm gonna start slamming this shit on y'all left and right, back to back to back. We got to make up for lost time. You know, we've lost some people that are dear to us. And so we missed a little bit, but I'm gonna always keep up with the keep up, even if I gotta overload you niggas from time to time, okay? And so you're gonna see me come through with the come through, but y'all already knew that though, okay? One thing about me, I don't want nobody depending on me, bitch, but you can always count on me. Ain't that right? Now take a look in front of the screen here. What's the difference? A woman has baby hairs tattooed across her head. Baby hairs across her head. Now I heard that they selling edges on Amazon, bitch. You can go to DHL or somewhere and get you buy you some edges, Insta edges. And I know a whole lot of bitches who should have got some Insta edges up under their pillow, just like they did when they lost the tooth from the tooth fairy. A lot of you bitches need some edges up under the pillow, you know, like poof, just like that. Some of y'all need emergency help with the scalp and the edge of the area and all of that, right? But to tattoo it. To tattoo it round there to the rim of your motherfucking dome is a whole nother story. What's this world coming to? Is niggers that damn desperate? What's wrong with having a big fucking forehead? What's the matter with it? What's the matter with having a forehead? Now everybody wants to run around looking like some type of you know, I don't know. What's the significance of having these baby hairs in these days? To the point where you'll go and get it tattooed. Help! Okay? And so, as you can see, Nappy Dap here went and got some edges tattooed on the head. And then, look, you go around there to the side, and it really get fancy, right? See, the problem with that is you can go get all the Botox, all the tattoos, all the dye, all the concrete, all the ink you want around there to the facial area. But bitch, it's the DNA that matters, right? So let's just say you go get you some edges tattooed, you go get your lips enhanced, you go buy you some butt, you know, you do all of that, but the DNA, your DNA, right? This is why all these ugly babies is around here. And I don't give a fuck who like it. You can go fix yourself up like a clown all you want to, but them kids is still gonna be hurt. Can't buy that DNA, bitch. You can't buy that DNA, bitch. You niggas wonder where all the ugly kids is coming from. Well, everybody's living a facade. Everybody's living a fake ass life. Nobody is original. Ain't nobody original in these days. So if you wonder where all these ugly kids come from, because everybody's faking you out. Simple as that. Okay?
Oh, is it? You sassy.
I'm just saying. It's Waking Up Wednesday, bitch. Get into it. See, that's the problem. Niggas got a problem with the truth, bitch, and the tooth. We're gonna tell the truth and the tooth. And like I said, you can go fix your shit up as good and as much as you want to. That DNA don't lie, right? And it's gonna show through your seeds. It's gonna show through your kids, okay? And so if you're wondering why everybody's still ugly, it's because everybody's living a fake life. The motherfucker can't accept themselves for who they are, right? Everybody wants to buy everything. It don't matter, you know, you can't embrace what God gave you, okay? You want to go try to look like everybody else. And a lot of people are making a fool out of themselves while doing so. And I'm just here to point that shit out, okay? Now I want to move on to another story. Come on, man. I want to talk about R. Kelly trapped in the jailhouse. R. Kelly's attorney filed to withdraw from his federal child porn case. Okay, so it looks like R. Kelly's lawyers are trying to pull out of the case. I mean, he's got a lot of charges. Okay, damn, Kels, look like R. Kelly's remaining lawyers on his federal case want nothing to do with him. If you can recall, a federal jury in Brooklyn found the singer guilty on 9 counts, including racketeering and ex trafficking. Okay, however, this legal troubles don't end there. The disgraced singer has another federal case concerning charges of child PO, which it's set to begin in August. However, it appears he may need to hire another set of lawyers. Unfortunately for Kels, he may have to get a public defender or represent himself because, well, he's broke, bitch. According to CBS attorney Steve Greenberg and Michael Leonard made requests to be removed from the case. Doesn't look like he'll be beating this one either. We're sure he's pissed. Poor Kels. So R. Kelly's lawyers have pulled out on his latest trial charges, which is horrible. And because this has been going on for years at a time, Kelly done ran out of money. Now, y'all know how, you know, with these newer celebrities like NBA young boy, I can't think of that little boy's name with the big eyes. He's always in trouble. Okay. But we talk about him being a clone all the time. They will use the Kodak Black. They will use them while they're in jail, like they did Gucci, to still be releasing music and making music so that they can benefit while, you know, these people, these celebrities are locked up. But in this case, R. Kelly ain't making no music. Okay. See, he didn't have that Bill Cosby money, bitch. And so what's Kelly gonna do? They saying that Kelly is broke. Okay, he's broke, and his lawyers have pulled out. And so that is definitely a shame for him. We've seen something amazing happen when it came to Bill Cosby, but I definitely, don't think that that's going to happen in reference to R. Kelly. Okay, I don't think the Bill Cosby effect is going to be put into play when it comes to R. Kelly. Poor Kelly, poor Kelly. Let's move on. Celebrity heat. Say it ain't so. Get into it. I want y'all to thumbs up this video for the one time if you don't mind. Listen, it's Wake It Up Wednesday, right? Midday, Mayday. I don't know. I don't know where the time goes. I just know we can't take not 1 minute for granted. Celebrity heat, say it ain't so. Right now, we are tuning in to the neighborhood talk. We got some stories that we got to catch up on real quick, okay? I want to get into the whole mulatto thing, right? Now, mulatto, we talked about her on the midday show before. I think she's a beautiful girl, okay? However, she is still a young girl. She probably would be considered a grown woman to some people, okay? But this young lady is being blown up by the media. Y'all know how it goes. They have to replace some of your old school celebrities with these new things, right? And I want you guys to take a quick look at Mulatto in concert. And I want you guys to put a hammer in the chat if you're not here for it. Flame it up if you're here for it, like we always do. You can find Mulatto in a G-string and some boots up to the knees. Take a look. Now, are y'all able to see her? I want to make sure you all are able to see her. So if you look right here, you'll see just a whole lot of booty hanging out, some thigh-high boots. Are you guys able to see her in the stiletto thigh-high boots, right? We'll play it one more time so that y'all can take another look. Now, first of all, I want y'all to get a whiff at all of those people in concert. She definitely sold out the stadium. What's up, KD, baby? Yes, much love to KD up in a piece. Yep. She definitely sold out the stadium for the one time, right? Now, if you compare this scenery with I know you guys remember the concert from hell that was conducted in Houston, Texas, in reference to Travis Scott, who is still being sued to this day for almost over $1 billion with some of the lives that were taken during that concert. Now, if you look at this stadium, she's got more people in her stadium than Travis Scott did, right? So I thought it would be a good idea to pull this particular concert up because I want to bring to light the reference of energy. Okay, now they've got this young lady. She's in what looks like to be some type of bikini, right? So basically naked with some stiletto boots on. Now, first of all, if you got the body to do it, okay? But we know that in the industry, right, there is a lack of respect when it comes to women in general, but most of all, melanated women. Now, we learned back from when Mulatto was much younger, right, that she had some skill. I believe her father was in the entertainment industry or some type of football player, I don't know. Okay, but she had parents that supported her with her rap skills and all of that, right? So why would a young lady that can rap, who does have some skill or has proven to have some skill in the past, why in the hell would she have to come out butthole naked on the screen, right? Well, shortly touching on it, when you look at all of the people, okay, this is all about energy, okay? It's all about sexualizing your women, white, black, green, or purple. And so every day on the blogs, you see her in a naked light, and soon to be negative light. First, they put you in a sexual light, and then they'll put your name in a negative light, and eventually she will blow up and be the next Cardi B. She's the right complexion, she has the right attitude, and she seems to be willing to play that role to take the spot of some of your mainstream mega stars in this day, right? And this is how it starts. They don't have to do a whole lot of work to her. She's already got what they're looking for. And so there's my pre-warning there. Get ready, okay? Because she will be your next Meg Thee Stallion, your next Cardi B. I can't even say Meg Thee Stallion because it looks like they have dimmed down the light on Meg, okay? Meg is a little bit too brown skinned for the agenda. It's all about taking your biracial women, your mixed women, your Latino women, anybody that can act black but not really be black. You are the ones that they want to take the place of the melanated woman. And I'm just here to point that shit out right here, right now. So take a good look at Mulatto's face. You're going to see a lot more of her. They are purposely blowing her up to push this agenda like they always do. Get into it. We in here. Celebrity Heat. Say it ain't so. Now, as we move on through the neighborhood talk, y'all, sorry, y'all, I'm having a little bit of audio issues. This one is probably going to blow your mind. Now, back when we first start doing these midday shows, it was right around the time where Mayweather had fought, what was his name? Logan? Well, they're trying to do it again. Are y'all here for it? Jake Paul and Mike Tyson verbally agreed to a potential $50 million mega fight. It looks like Jake Paul might be getting his ear bitten off, says the neighborhood talk. According to several reports, him and Mike Tyson have verbally agreed to fight each other. What? Mike Tyson is in the advanced stage of agreeing to a mega fight against Jake Paul. If he agreed upon that, it could be worth nearly $50 million, and it's likely to take place in Vegas this year, right? Per the reports, no paperwork has been signed off on. A verbal deal has been struck to get it on. But like all forms of sports business, and it's all about the contracts and money split, Mike is looking for a certain figure to get into the ring with a profit share and guarantee. Now, if you guys remember Mike Tyson back in his prime, he was managed by Don King. Flame it up if you remember Don King, okay? But around the end of Mike Tyson's career, he began to fall off. Now, I'm an 80s baby, okay? So I don't know how many of you all know what I know, but back in the day, Mike Tyson was, almost in the light like Michael Jordan, right? He was America, especially Black America's favorite boxer. I mean, you put him in the ring with a pit bull and he's going to tear the pit bull's head off. But they overfought Mike Tyson, right? They drug it out too long. And towards the end of his career, he lost fights, okay? They put him against, I can't remember, was it Lennox Lewis, y'all? Was it, who are some of the people? Put in the chat some of the people that Mike Tyson lost the fight to. Now, we can be witness that the fight between Logan Paul and Mayweather was unfair. Logan Paul towered over Mayweather. He was not in the same weight class as Mayweather. And that whole fiasco was a joke to me. Okay, it was drug out. We know that Mayweather is the champ, and we had declared right here on the Midday Show that this is how the industry does. They are slowly going down the line of all of your heavyweight stars and celebrities, your boxers, your actors, your athletes, your entertainers. Their job is to destroy the image of all of your successful, legendary, melanated people. Okay, they thought they were going to be able to do it with Mayweather, but Mayweather is the champ till death. Okay, but they did that fight, in my opinion, and please keep in mind anything and everything said in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay, but I believe that they do this to try and tarnish the image of all of your successful melanated men. Okay, but it didn't work with Mayweather, right? So here we are with the brother of Logan Paul. His name is Jake Paul, right? And now in front of you, here's another one of your all-time legendary boxers, Mike Tyson. Okay, and so they're gonna try it again. And so it's no different than what they did to Prince. It's no different than what they did to Michael. It's no different from what they did to Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. It's all the same. We build you up to tear you down. We're going to wait till you 60, 70 years old, put you in the light, in the spotlight, put you in the ring with a young Caucasian person so that he can snatch your belt, steal your crown, tarnish your legend, your legacy. Okay. And so I just want y'all to get into it. It's right in front of your face. Get into it. Flame it up if you going, hammer if you not. Flame it up if you agree that this would be a good fight for Mike's image. Hammer in the chat if you don't. I'll wait.
Illicit.
And so I see a lot of y'all ain't going. Hammer time. Listen, the ladies are calling dung on the MF and play. What in the hell is the matter here? Now, we know Mike Tyson ain't had no big lump sums of money in a long time, but I don't believe that this is the way to go. Okay, I definitely don't believe this is the way to go. We witnessed Mike Tyson lose fights before the end of his career back in the 90s. Okay, as a matter of fact, one of the latest scandals involving Mike Tyson was him biting off somebody's ear right here in Kentucky. What in the world? Okay, so why would he do that? Why would he agree to something like that? Well, I'll tell you why. He doesn't have any choice. Just because we don't see him in the ring no more, he still is a part of a brotherhood. He still is bonded and binded to pay the piper. And so it don't work like how you think it works. It's more about doing what they say, still being under contract. I mean, if you want to live and not end up like Prince or Michael, then you got to do what they say, okay? And so that's what you're witnessing. They love to make a mockery out of you. Part of the brotherhood is to publicly humiliate you. And that's what's about to happen. So we are calling dung on the play. Y'all go ahead and say goodbye to Mike, okay? Because we all know that this ain't finna turn out right, bitch. We already know this ain't gonna turn out right. Now, how many of you all think that Mike would actually win this here battle? Flame it up if you think that Mike has a chance to win. Put a hammer in the chat if you don't. I'll wait. How many of y'all think Mike could actually win? Flame it up if you think Mike could win. Hammer in the chat if you don't. And I'm going to tell you, I just don't think Mike has a chance. I don't think Mike has a chance. That's a big old Caucasian. Give me some old country fed, you know, them ones, okay? I ain't gonna get into too much, but I would advise Mike to sit his cell phone down. But like I said, I don't think he has a choice, okay? It's part of signing that dotted line, and we all know how that goes. Once you have signed, your choices are no longer yours. You have to adhere to a higher power that you agreed to at one point in time, okay? Now, I want to go to a pretty serious topic. It seems like we've been mentioning Rihanna's name a whole lot here over in Locaville, especially during the midday shows, okay? You can always tell when some controversy is about to happen because they'll start to slam these celebrities on you, some in a positive light and a whole lot in a negative light. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thumbs up this video for the one time. Listen, if y'all like these midday shows, support the motherfucking channel, okay? That's the only way they're gonna go on. We in here, and we ain't gonna talk about the people that wanna say something about supporting this channel when they over there begging for support. Get into it. Where my ladies at? My lits, my supporters, come on in for the one time because we came to get into it. Now, Rihanna is out in New York City, but Rihanna here lately, as of yesterday, I believe, is in the hot water because they are saying that she disrespected Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, we all know Rihanna to be Caribbean, okay? But nonetheless, she would still be considered a melanated woman, or would she? Okay. So you all know about the holiday of Martin Luther King Day. It is recently made a holiday, and it's supposed to be like a holiday for Black people. Now, a lot of people may not like this. That's too bad. Okay. Martin Luther King was okay. But Martin Luther King was also under a brotherhood. Do you understand that? Now, I won't be able to get deep into it on this show, okay? But I'm going to give you one sentence that is going to prove dung on the play, okay? I have a dream, right? I have a dream that we will all be equal, that we can hold him. We are not equal. And I'm going to get into that on another video. Matter of fact, I want to take a quick listen. Yep. Shout out to all the channel supporters. I see y'all. Come on in for the one time. We ain't going to never let them take us out like that. Okay. See, this is what they don't like. This is what they don't like. They want to talk about what we over here doing, but you bitches over there doing the same thing. You just not successful with it. Okay. Now, let's take a quick listen at this Martin Luther King speech for the one time.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. 50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
The Emancipation, do I have to break this shit down? Flame it up if y'all want me to break this shit down. The Emancipation Proclamation. How many of y'all know what that is? How many of y'all know what that is? See, I came to get into it. We don't ride the same boat that got us suppressed and in bondage right now to this day. You understand me? We are not all equal, okay? And I want to know how many of y'all know what the Emancipation Proclamation is.
This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves.
Slaves.
Had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
He said, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Is that true? Is that true? Are we all equal? If you line up the brown man with the black man and the white man and the yellow man, and you tell them to sing, who's going to sing the best? If you line up all of the men together and tell them to dance, what man is going to dance the best? When you think about all of the people that invented everything that you use to this day, from heart surgery to the stoplight, what man created it first? And so God said, I separate, I make minds holy. We set minds apart, for the chosen people have been set apart. They are made holy. Okay, we are not like everybody else. We are the best at everything we touch turns to gold. Everything we do, we master it. They don't have what we have. They steal for it. They'll kill for it. Okay, see, that's what they want you to believe, is that we are all equal. We are not all equal. Okay, if we were all equal, why is the black man and the black woman being targeted right now to this day, just like they were 4,000 years ago? It must be something special about the melanated man that would make all nations want to be just like them. So when you think about all nations being equal, all nations being the same, think about who the whole world is copying off of. You understand me? That's all you got to do. Who the whole world copying off of? Ask yourself that, and then go back and listen to the I Have a Dream speech, and then you can tell if he was honest with you or not. Now, one day, I don't want to make too many promises, but if you follow me, then you already know where I'm going with this, and you already know how I feel about it, okay? I'm calling dung on the plate when it comes to slavery. All slavery means is overworked and underpaid. When you know that you are the indigenous people of this land, right? Didn't Malcolm X tell you that we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us? When you know that you are the indigenous people of this land, when you know that everybody wants to sound like you, walk like you, talk like you, think like you, be you, look like you, anything they can do to steal your identity, they will. Then you know that you are the greatest people ever created. You are the first people to dwell this land. You will be the last people. And that's why it's a race against time. So we're not here to drag Martin Luther King, but it's important that everybody understands that he was a part of a brotherhood. Okay. He is a part of a brotherhood. Okay. He was a part of a brotherhood, and that brotherhood ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay. Anyway, Rihanna is in the heat seat for disrespecting Martin Luther King Jr. Day, right? So why did they even create a Martin Luther King Jr. Day? They created a Martin Luther King Jr. Day because they want you to believe that at one point in time you were a slave. They want you to believe that Martin Luther King died for fighting for your rights, right? When really at the end, Martin Luther King wanted to tell you the truth. He wanted to tell you the truth. If you go back and listen to all of Martin Luther King's speeches, in the end, he was going to tell you the truth. He was going to tell you who you was. He was going to tell you that you were here first. And so in order for them to push the narrative of you being a slave, they have to give honor to Dr. Martin Luther King, because that is a fear tactic. It keeps you in fear, right? It reminds you that if you stand up for your rights, then you could be 6 feet under just like him. I need niggas to wake up. It's time. Okay. Let's take a look at this clip.
Happy New Year, Reed. Thank you. Good to see you. Did I give you this hat I made? Well, that's cool. Yeah. Good night, Reed. Good to see you, Reed.
So this particular clip doesn't show all of the scrutiny that Rihanna has been getting. People are saying that Rihanna needs to be canceled for not supporting and or honoring Martin Luther King Day. Now, we know that Rihanna is from where, y'all? Barbados? She's Caribbean, right? So let me see how woke y'all are in the chat. Are Caribbeans black people? I'll wait. Are Caribbeans black? If you are from the Caribbeans, are you supposed to honor the American dream? Queenan says, he said it was just a dream. It's all the same, love. It's all spelling. It's all a spell on what you see right now. It's all a spell. He had to put that power of words out to the people so that we could be going through what we're going through right now. Okay. Should Caribbeans who look black, talk black, should they be supporting the American dream? Because that's all that speech was an American dream, for everybody to believe that they are equal, and to keep this fear instilled in their heart of being a slave at one point in time. So I see Liddyville saying no. And then, of course, it's crickets in the chat. Put how you feel. It ain't going to change my mind. I know what I know. Okay. I think that it's based upon belief. Okay. I don't feel like Rihanna should be canceled for not supporting Martin Luther King Day. Maybe she is not entirely aware of what it represents. Okay. I personally don't take the holiday seriously. I know that it is a joke. I know that it is part of the agenda. Okay. Just like the Juneteenth, 4th of July holiday. Okay. It's all the same. Nothing new under the sun. Right. And so they're saying to cancel Rihanna. T. Moore says Jamaicans don't believe that they are black. Caribbeans don't believe that they are black. Haitians don't want to be identified as black. Nobody wants to be identified as black when it's time to be black. People only want to be black, so-called black, when it is time to benefit. They don't want all of the scrutiny that comes behind that so-called title black, which is cursed within itself. Black means death. Black means darkness. And so to even go around calling ourselves black is to condemn the nation. Period, point blank. Okay. So you'll never find Jamaicans, Caribbeans, Islanders, you'll never find them calling themselves black. And so I think they're making a big deal out of this for nothing, as they always do. Don't forget, Rihanna is almost in the billions. Okay. If she's not already a billionaire, she's almost there. Okay. So look forward to more of that. They are not going to just let that slide. There's going to be more to come when it comes to that. Okay. Let's move on. So if you're down in Atlanta or anywhere, then you might be familiar with the MARTA, which is the transportation system. CEO of MARTA, Atlanta Transportation Services, dies by suicide, stepped in front of a MARTA train. The CEO and general manager of Atlanta Transportation Service, MARTA, Jeffrey Parker, has died, according to a statement from MARTA Board of Directors Chairman Rita Scott. The cause of death was suicide. The MARTA Board of Directors grieves the shocking death of our GM CEO, Jeff Parker, who has died by suicide. He was an outstanding leader, they say, and steward of MARTA, whose passing leaves us all heartbroken. Jeffrey died after literally stepping in front of a train at the East Lake MARTA station in Decatur. On January 14th, MARTA's Twitter account sent a tweet about a rail service disruption at the station. So this man is the CEO of MARTA and done killed himself. Done stepped in front of a train. That is very strange. And suspicious. I don't really have too much to say about that because I'm really not knowledgeable of the entire thing, but I can definitely tell you that the story is strange and suspicious. It's almost like how you can see the eye doctors and the brain surgeons, they kill themselves. Wonder what Mr. Jeff knew that you don't know, right? What would make him commit suicide. Okay, that is weird, right? Let's get into some more of this scandal that is involving an agenda pertaining to your media. In front of you, you have Kim Kardashian and North West. Well, it looks like there was a birthday of one of the Kardashian West children. Her name is Chicago West. Let me see if I can find that. You'll see a picture right here of Kanye and his little girl during her birthday. Well, it looks like Kim Kardashian has forbidden Kanye to be involved in birthday parties and etc. Okay. The Neighborhood Talk is saying that if it wasn't for Travis Scott, then Kanye West would not have been able to attend Chicago West's birthday. Now, is that news to anybody? Because the last time I checked, this is how it works. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go on and say, when you're dealing with witches like Kim Kardashian and others, it's all about that DNA. I don't think it was ever about Kanye. These women who have been proven to want to be black, to snatch the souls of not only black men, but the image of black women. I believe it was all about the DNA. They just wanted the baby. Okay. We all know that the next generation of the Kardashian clan will be black. Okay. Of course, they will turn the next generation back white. Those mixed children that were created by Kardashian and Kanye, that would be a black generation. But as they grow up to have children, then we all know that they will turn that race back white again. Okay. But it looks like Kim Kardashian is doing exactly what they always do. Okay. And she is not the only one. We've got Kylie Jenner in front of us, who is pregnant with her second baby by Travis Scott. You can see her big and swole up. That looks like a boy right there. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, they popping out them babies like rabbits over there. Okay. Don't seem like they playing to me. So she's just days away from labor. Kylie Jenner is. Congratulations to her and Travis Scott. But you guys can't forget that Kanye West had been outed for buying a home right across the street from Kim Kardashian. Okay. Maybe Kim feels a little bit overwhelmed. I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like she's in favor of Kanye in this day. Okay. Says Kanye West is on the way to Chicago's party. Invite was misunderstanding. And that's a pretty little girl. Okay. They do have some beautiful kids, I must add.
I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that these kind of games.
So you hear Kanye talking about the law, honey. He ain't about to play about his daughter, okay?
My daughter's birthday party right now. That's going to imprint in her mind that I was there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't. This.
I feel bad for Kanye. I mean, do you know how many? See, this is what I say about these women of all nations that want to be black or melanated so bad, but they don't want the problems that come with being melanated. It's a whole lot of that comes with this melanin. Okay. And so, being melanated, we already struggle to keep the families as a whole, to keep the fathers and or the mothers in some cases from running out and abandoning the structure of the family, the foundation of the family. And so here we have a biracial or an interracial ex-husband and wife who have biracial children, which is already a conflict of interest because those children have to find their identity. And it's much easier when both parents are together. I don't know how many biracial people we have in the chat right now, but from experience and observation, I could tell you that it's not easy being biracial. That's whether you're biracial with Caucasian and melanin, you could be Spanish and melanin, Asian and melanin, whatever it is, it's not easy because you have to almost pick a side. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be that white part of you? Do you want to be that melanated part of you? Do you want to be that Asian part of you? And so that's already a struggle, right? But you've got two parents who are in the public light And it seems like Kim is playing games, right? Flame it up if you think that Kim is doing the right thing. Put a hammer in the chat if you don't. And we're going to go ahead and move on. I want to know how y'all feel. I'm gonna go ahead and say I feel sorry for the kids. Okay, period, point blank. I mean, one thing about little girls,
in her mind, that
they love their daddy. Okay, and so there's nothing worse than to pull a little girl from her father. I don't give a damn how rotten he is, how crazy he is. If a man wants to be in their kid's life in this day, that is a blessing. Okay, doesn't matter what their race, creed, or color is. And so I definitely feel bad for the kids involved. Now, I want to talk about somebody who has a YouTube platform here. Okay, it looks like Jason Lee is on the rise. He was able to have a sit-down interview with Kanye West. Okay, which is pretty major within itself. Okay, let me see if I can find that really quick. Let me see if I can find this so you guys can see it. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Hope this thing don't start acting stupid. Okay. Yeah, so right here you can see Kanye having a sit down with Jason Lee. You found Jason Lee on the Miami series of Love and Hip Hop. He's got a Bigo channel. He ain't my favorite person. I got to be honest. He's a mess. Okay. But anyway, looks like he's climbing. Okay. He has gotten an exclusive interview with Kanye. Kanye claims that Pete Davidson has been at Kim Kardashian's house is false. Let's look at this really quick.
It's school. So he asked his cousin to deliver this message to Kim.
Security ain't going to be in between me and my children, and my children not going to be on TikTok without my permission.
But he also seemed angered over Kim's new relationship and allegedly recorded this leaked diss track.
How you going to bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you dated right in front of me? And everybody's like, oh, that's cool. And I'm hearing that the new boyfriend is actually in
What's up, T-More, baby?
I can't even go.
Hey, Margo.
Ye claimed she had security stop him from visiting daughter North at school. So he asked his cousin to deliver this message to
So
Kim.
it looks like they are having exmarital issues. Okay. It's been alleged that Kim has moved on. I think the man's name is Pete Davidson. And then, of course, it's been alleged that Kanye has moved on. Kanye claims that Kim kissed her new boyfriend right in front of him, which he found to be disrespectful. Kim didn't like the feedback that she got from that comment that Kanye made. And so she is trying to forbid him from seeing the children. But it looks like Kanye ain't having it. He's willing to fight in court about the rights to see his children. Flame it up if you believe that Kanye has rights just like Kim Kardashian does. Put a hammer in the chat if you don't. A source close to Kim wasted no time to responding back to Kanye's claims he made during the interview with Hollywood Unlocked's Jason Lee. In the interview, Kanye says he's not allowed at Kim's house, but she lets her new boo, Pete Davidson, inside. Sources close to Kim say that it's absolutely not true. Kim and Kanye have been going back and forth through the media regarding their pending divorce for months. In the interview, Kanye made a lot of claims about how Kim doesn't allow him to see his children and how Pete is allowed at the house, and that everyone, including the media, is trying to gaslight his feelings. How y'all feeling about that? I see a lot of flames in the chat. See, this is where I feel like Kanye needs his mama. In a situation like this, and y'all can keep that chat flamed up if you agree, this is the time where you need your mama, okay? Where you call mama and say, mama, ain't this a bitch? Good as I've been to them, she's trying to keep me from seeing my kids. And that's when mama come into play and say, listen, son, this is what you do. Flame in the chat if you agree. Hammer in the chat if you don't. I believe this is a time where Kanye needs his mama, okay? I just do. Celebrity Heat, say it ain't so. Get into it. Midday Mayday, we in here. Now, I don't understand why Kanye, this is the thing. And I know I sound a little biased when I say this, but it is important for me to point these facts out, okay? See, these men, they do a lot of downing melanated women. If you didn't have reference like this article right now, then you would think that this only happens to Black women and Black men, when you can see that this happens to everybody. So I hope this is a further warning to melanated men that just because you go out of your race and go have babies by other races, you're still going to have the same problems. Okay. You cannot run from what's bound to happen. Okay. And so doesn't matter if you're Black, white, green, or purple, a problem is a problem. So Kim Kardashian and Kanye are going through a whole lot behind the scenes. I hope that they can work it out in reference to the children. Okay. I think it's about that time, y'all. That's about the bulk of what I wanted to touch on as far as the midday show. I want y'all to meet me on the main channel. I'm just making sure there's nothing else that I missed in the meantime, between time. Let's get into something positive really quick before we get on up out of here, if you don't mind, for the one time. Happy Wednesday to everybody up in the building. So it looks like Vogue. Oh, y'all, I have to get another device. I can't take it. We could have been way past this. I have to get another device so I can be able to stream with you all. So just bear with me. We're going to get it together. Vogue has a British team on the cover. Fashion Now. Flame it up for all of the Black British Vogue cover models. Get into that, y'all. Now, you probably can't see some of them, okay? But they are Black. And when I say Black, I mean Black like black is blue, okay? And they are British and they are beautiful. Look at that. That ain't no face paint either, baby. Okay. Black, beautiful models, all British on the cover of Vogue. And you want to tell me it ain't about melanin? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. The blacker the berry, the bolder the heart. You understand me? Look at that. Okay. And so you have a cover full of melanated people. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, it's almost breathtaking. Almost breathtaking. You understand me? I mean, she is gorgeous. Okay. Let's see if I could move this really quick. Yep, get into that, y'all. Oh my goodness. Let's get into this. Okay. And so, it's breathtaking. I don't really know what to say except for congratulations. It looks like melanin is still in control, whether you're in the Americas, the Africas, or the Europeans, okay? British models, the cover of Vogue. That is a major breakthrough, okay? Let's do this before we get up out of here, right? On the last few midday shows, we touched on Cardi B and the Tasha K case, okay? I've got a few things that I need to clarify for the one time, okay? Now, on the last midday show, I mentioned that Cardi B and Tasha K had went through some legal had went through a legal case back in 2017, and Tasha K won. Okay, I need to come out because I have been doing further research, right? Oh God, there's so much that I did not know, you all. Okay, further research would show that Tasha K did not win that last lawsuit. Cardi B won that last lawsuit. The only difference is I don't think she sued for a big amount of money. Okay, so this is their second time in court, Tasha K and Cardi B. Okay. The first time Cardi B did win, but it did not stop Tasha K. Okay. So I went back and did a little research, y'all. There were over 26 videos involving Cardi B's name, okay, which would include herpes allegations, prostitution allegations, and drug addict allegations, which is a bit of harassment. Now, being the person that I am, a lot of that I didn't know because I'm not a ride or die Tasha K fan. I had no idea that all of the things were being said and done about Cardi B back in 2017, 18, 19, and 20. So that's 4 years of antagonizing commentary. Okay. So right now they are in the midst of a trial, right? The people that have the inside scoop on what's going on with that trial are giving coverage. You can find some of that coverage right here on YouTube. The speculators are saying that Cardi B has dropped tears in the courtroom, has asked for a break in the courtroom, and that Tasha K has admitted to a lot of her wrongdoings right there on the stand. And so it's not looking really good for Tasha K at this moment in reference to her battle against Cardi B. Okay, so if you are a Tasha K fan, keep your hands together, keep your fingers crossed, because it looks like she's going down. Okay, and Cardi has definitely put on her stage presence in the middle of the courtroom. So I wanted to bring that to light. Okay, had to get some clarification going on. Tasha K has not won any lawsuit against Cardi B. This is Cardi B's second lawsuit. Now, what Tasha K did do was have a counterclaim that she lost as well back in 2017. Okay, so, I want to know how come this is not a lesson and a message for all of these people, and you can use myself as reference on how people will harass you and don't know you. Now, I'm going to use myself. I have had some creatures mention my name in a very slanderous way, alleging that I've been a prostitute with no record to prove that. I have never done anything remotely close. Okay. I have been slandered in reference to being on drugs. I don't even take ibuprofen if I'm sick, bitch. So let alone any street drugs. There's been reference that I have stalking and harassment charges. Okay. And so all of that will be justified, just like what you see right now. I have all of the video clips. I don't give a damn if they private them. It wouldn't matter to me. I have everything that I need, because after my branding is solidified, I definitely will be coming for those that have put a tarnish on my brand and lied on my name. Okay. And so you're going to see this same thing. This is exactly what's going on with Tasha K and Cardi B. Okay. Now, it's one thing to come out and do commentary about your opinion, but it's another thing to come out and blatantly lie on somebody without proof. Same thing that'll make you laugh will make you cry. No sin goes unpunished. And so I am unbiasedly saying that because Tasha K is admitting to her wrongdoings right now in court on stage, okay, on the stand, then I feel like Cardi B has every right to protect her brand. Okay. I also mentioned that this will change the game for celebrities and bloggers in this day. If Cardi B wins this case, this will change the game. And I am hoping that some of these dumbass heifers that have followed the same league as Tasha K will take heed, because if you are not prepared to put your money where your motherfucking mouth is, bitch, then you might want to retract those negative lies that you put out against one's brand for no rhyme or reason. This just goes to show how hateful and malicious people can be. And we can use this Tasha K, Cardi B case in reference to strangers that don't even know you, because you're famous, because you're a celebrity, because you got clout, because you are popular. All of a sudden, I got herpes because you don't like me. All of a sudden, I'm a prostitute because you don't like me. All of a sudden, I've been 5150 because you don't like me. And so I need all of the reject retards to take a look in front of you at what's going to be you next, bitch. This could be you. Okay. And so I'm just going to say that I feel like justice needs to be served either way. God knows the truth. Okay. And so if you know you're wrong and you did the crime, then bitch, you need to do the time. And sometimes that will be financially. Okay. Put your money where your mouth is. You talk that big shit, okay? Let's see if you can pay how you weigh, bitch. Right. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that something that I thought was absolutely beautiful, and I want y'all input before we head on up out of here for the one time and go over to the main channel. In front of you, you have Danielle Brooks. Tasty On got married. Flame it up if you love that dress. How many of you all know who Danielle Brooks is? First of all, let me know. Put it in the chat if you know who Danielle Brooks is. Flame it up if you think that dress is beautiful. Hammer in the chat if you don't. I'll wait. I just can't. Now, there are a lot of people saying that they don't know who she is, but I'm gonna tell you, honey, that dress is beautiful. I don't know if I guess she would be considered plus size. I think they make a good couple. That dress is stunning. Okay, I think she found the perfect dress for her. I think she looks beautiful. Congratulations to her. Now, I'm not exactly familiar with who she is. Positive Energy says, ain't she from Orange is the New Black? I don't know, love. Anybody else know? Well, she made the Shade Room, whoever she is. I don't know if it was the dress that got her, on the Shade Room, or if it was, her herself, her starring role in whatever made her popular. Who knows? But that dress is beautiful. Michelle says, yes, Orange is the New Black. Okay. Well, I didn't know. Congratulations to them. It's about that time, y'all. I think we should get the hell on up out of here. I got to prepare for our next show. Flame up the chat if you guys want me to do a review on the infamous interview. Blame it on the alcohol. I'll wait. Flame up the chat if y'all think I should do an interview. Hammer in the chat if you don't. I'll wait.
Illicit.
Well, I tell you what, I'm still a little bit on the fence. Y'all had that chat moving it kind of slow, so it just depends. I'm gonna get all my facts together. It's the shade for me. I think it needs to be pointed out. If it weighs on my spirit, then I just have to go ahead and get it out. Okay. And so I think we'll be doing a review on the infamous Blame It on the Alcohol interview. Y'all meet me on the main channel. Shout out to all my ladies in the room for the one time. We're going to call this Wake It Up Wednesday. And so I think I'm going to do just that. Anybody that had threw out any little slick shade, you think you being slick, bitch, you can never slick a can of oil. Okay. And I'm talking about other channels in reference to that. Right. I got a couple of shout outs that I need to do. I want to shout out Renee, SG, and Sugar Q. Much love to y'all. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thank you to the temporary mods that helped me conduct this midday show by stepping in and modding for me for the one time. Goop Doop, I think I'm going to go ahead and make you a permanent mod. You deserve that. You deserve that. And I'll go ahead and unmod. I'll go ahead and unmod some folk. Because I know they probably didn't want to be a mod. No way. Y'all give me just a second. How y'all feeling out there? Everybody good? I hope so. I know I am. Okay. God is good. And so are we. So are we. Noondy, do you want to stay a mod? Miss Debbie, I know you probably don't want to stay a mod. Okay, I think I took care of it. Anybody that's modding, I need you to put that liddy on the end, or you can just simply put a flame. However you want to do it, but meet me on the main channel for Wake It Up Wednesday. We in here. Shout out to all my ladies, all my true supporters. Be ready, okay? Period. And until next time, I holla. Much love, y'all.